Hi, and welcome to Beatle Days Beatles channel. We're on the road. Where are we going? Northwest of England, the City of Culture 2008. We're going to Liverpool, home of the Fab Four. Let's go! Hi, and welcome to Beatle Dave's Beatles channel, and today we're stood in probably the most famous street in Liverpool. Matthew Street, the birthplace of the Beatles. Let's go. There's the Beatles shop, which was opened in the early 80s. It's a fabulous shop and it's got plenty of memorabilia, old and new, inside. Let's go and take a look.
Sid, we'll have to get a picture of you up. We'll stick you up there.
So we are here at the original entrance to what was the original Cavern Club. It closed in the early 70s and was filled in before it became an overground car park. So just along from here is the new Cavern Club. And as it is today. Statue of John Lennon with the famous Wall of Fame. Can I be in your band, John? Here is the Eleanor Rigby statue that was donated by Tommy Steele in 1982. It's been moved at least twice in all the years that I've been coming up here. But she's pretty much settled now in this location, which is just around the corner from Matthew Street. But she always looked very sad. So here we are at the Hard Day's Night shop, which has probably got the best up-to-date memorabilia in town. And it's a fantastic shop. Let's have a look inside. Just along from the Hard Day's Night shop is the Hard Day's Night Hotel. If you're looking for somewhere to stay in Liverpool, Beatles themed, this is the perfect spot.
You're watching Beatles channel.
I'm standing at the world-famous Liver building on Pier Head in Liverpool. Apparently the face of the clock is 2 foot wider than any other clock face in the UK. It is also supposed to be legend that if the Liver birds ever left the building, the city would crumble. Hopefully that will never happen. What an absolutely beautiful day in Liverpool. So we are at the Museum of Liverpool, which is a very interesting and fantastic museum. They have many interesting items to look at, and it's all free. This is where they held the John and Yoko Double Fantasy exhibition about 2 years ago, with Yoko Ono supplying many of the items. So here we are at the Beatles Story in Liverpool on Albert Dock. This is a fabulous museum if you ever get the chance to come here. I'm not allowed to actually film inside the museum, but I can film inside the gift shop and leading up to the gift shop. Here's the Anglican Cathedral, where Paul McCartney was once a choir boy, but he was told he was tone deaf, so he became a Beatle instead. Well done, Paul. So we just arrived at Fulflin Road. So here is the boyhood home of Paul McCartney at 20 Fulflin Road. It's now looked after by the National Trust. We have reached 251 Menlove Avenue. Which is John Lennon's boyhood home, where he lived with Aunt Mimi. And is looked after now by the National Trust. And this place needs absolutely no introduction at all. So we find ourselves at St Peter's Church in Walton. This is the legendary church where Paul McCartney first met John Lennon on the 6th of July 1957. This is also the spot where Eleanor Rigby is named on the gravestone. It was at this hall in the evening where Paul McCartney first played John 20 Flight Rock on his guitar, and the birth of the Beatles was made. And here is the plaque on the wall of the hall where history was made. It's fabulous timing. As I get to the Penny Lane sign, the Magical Mystery Tour bus has just turned up. So here is the Penny Lane sign where Paul McCartney signed when he was with James Corden on Carpool Karaoke. If you can just make that out. It's been a fabulous day today, looking around all the Beatles sites like I used to. So tomorrow is convention day. So that's it for day one. Hi and welcome to day 2 of my Beatles and Liverpool vlog. Behind me is the Adelphi Hotel, which has been hosting the Beatles convention for many, many years. Let's take a look inside.
Where do we go from here? I can't see what's going on. Why does it seem so clear? I can't see what's going wrong. Sometimes it's hard to work together. Such a challenge now is true. Pushing and pulling your way through life, through your life. Where do we go from here? I can't see what's going on. Why does it seem so clear? I can't see what's going wrong. It feels like this ever-decreasing circle, going round and round and round. Heaven knows what you're doing to me. You can't see. Where do we go from here? I can't see what's going on. Why does it seem so clear? I can't see what's going wrong. Where do we go from here? I can't see what's going on. Why does it seem so?
You're watching Beatle Dave's Beatles channel.
Now we need more of the show because Sunday is convention day. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to International Beatleweek 2021. We're at the ballroom, convention day. All happy to be here. We've got lots and lots of things coming up throughout the hotel as we always do every year.
And it's been hard for you, it's been hard for us. So it's just great to be able to see people we've known for years and years and years, and see some.
But after we've done Green Sleeves and Michael bring the boat to shore and heaven knows what else, Roger and I are thinking, what can we do? And my 14-year-old son was with us, and he said, well, what about Imagine? Yes! So we sat down with pen and paper, and about an hour later, we had Imagine, and then Imagine crossed out, and then there's something to do with the world, and we got a bus next morning for 30 miles to phone a friend back in Chester to say, Margaret, don't talk, this is costing a lot of money. What are the words to Imagine? She said, I don't know.
Almost like that, you know, and it was all stuck down there, you know. So, but the thing about John's voice is it reflects, as a kind of piece of social history, it's quite interesting as well, because the Liverpool accent has changed a lot. So when in the 1960s, it was almost like the outlook, everybody was trying to be posh, and so everybody was talking like that and making sure that they finished their sentences, you know. Whereas by the 1980s, it was all like that, it was dead, you know, it was all like somebody being put really, really tight across the ear all the time, you know.
Well, I think Stephen mentioned in the book that he was quite taken with it. From what I can remember of that night, because it all went by in a flash, it was extraordinary, because when you're opening a show, you really don't know how people are going to behave. And of course, you could hear a pin drop during the whole show, so they could have been...
Again, from Liverpool, Mr. Howie Casey.
and we were to, audition. My band, the seniors, we did our bit, and then there was Cass and the Casanovas, who later became the Big Three. They did their bit, and various other bands. Now these young guys that we didn't really know, and they were sitting to one side, and it was their turn to get up, but they didn't have a drummer with them. And of course, the guy who was playing drums, he was working, he had his job, So what happened was they asked Johnny Hutch, who's Big Three drummer, to sit in with him, which he did grudgingly, I think. But anyway, he did. And then that was the first time we saw the Silver Beatles, they were called at that time. And I just wrote back, what? Because all the band, my band, they were saying, you're joking, man, we're doing well here. So anyway, I wrote back saying, whatever you do, don't send, and I'll miss out a couple of words here, that band over here, they'll ruin the scene, yeah?
And you're saying this just because you've only seen them once at the audition,
yeah,
is that right?
That's it. I never saw them other than that.
So in your view, they were hopeless there, and so they wouldn't go down in show?
Well, that's it. And they weren't going to play in the Kaiser Keller anyway. They thought they were.
No trip to Liverpool would be complete without visiting the mighty Anfield, home of Liverpool FC. Hope you've enjoyed my Beatles and Liverpool vlog. It really is a fantastic place to visit if you ever get the chance. So why not like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future videos. This is Beatle Dave signing off.